5 Hollywood actors who received medals as combatants in World War II. 1. Clark Gable. Awards include the World War II Victory Medal, the Air Medal, the Distinguished Flying Cross, and the American Campaign Medal. Gable joined the military in 1942, disregarding his own studio. He enlisted in the Army Air Forces. Most of 1943 was spent in England by Gable. In that year, he completed 5 combat missions, one of which was to Germany. During the raid on Germany, 2 crew members were injured and 1 crewman was fished. The only time the bullet missed Gable's head was when it went through his boot. After MGM insisted, he was moved in 1944, and Gable was subsequently let go. The documentation for his discharge was signed by Captain Ronald Reagans. 2. Audie Murphy. Awards include the Purple Heart, the Legion of Merit, the Distinguished Service Cross, 2 Silver Stars, the Purple Heart, and international honors. The World War II soldier with the most decorations was Murphy. He joined the American Army at the age of 17. Murphy served in France in 1942 as a member of the 3rd Infantry Division. On January 26, 1945, they are attacked by 250 infantrymen and 6 German tanks. The surviving men were ordered by Murphy to retire back into the woods. Only he remained behind and continued to fire at the German soldiers and tanks. An artillery tank destroyer was hit behind and set on fire. Murphy then climbed the building and fired a .50 caliber artillery cannon against the enemy. Murphy could. 3. Charles Bronson. Awards include Purple Heart. In 1943, Bronson joined the Army Air Force. His other soldiers mistook him for a foreigner due to his Lithuanian accent. He was a member of Squadron 760, flexible gunnery training. He advanced to aerial gunner on the B-29 Superfortress in 1945. His regiment engaged in military operations against the islands of Japan. From Guam, Bronson completed 25 missions. 4. Paul Newman. Awards include the Good Conduct Medal, the American Campaign Medal, and the World War II Victory Medal. In 1943, he enlisted in the Army Air Corps. Because he was from Lithuania, his fellow soldiers believed him to be a foreigner. 5. Charlton Heston. Awards include Qualified Clearance. Heston joined the Army Air Force in 1944. He was an aerial gunner and radio operator on a B-25 Mitchell. Although Heston never participated in a war, the military benefited from his fame. He was asked to narrate the films for classified nuclear weapons. The films were used by the Department of Energy. For 6 years, Heston had the highest level of security clearance in the nation.